Welcome, Gurudev.
Yes, Madan.
Today, birds are making even more sounds with her presence.
Yes. It's nice to hear from Himalayas. They're making in winter also. They're making loud sound. So
Yes,
that's good. Yes.
it's really amazing.
Yes.
So
Yes.
today we are talking about continuity. The topic is
Yes.
and the continuity in our previous continuity in discipline.
Yes. 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 Because last time we talked about discipline. Okay, last film. So the thing is that discipline
Yes,
is finally nothing without continuity. Okay.
yes,
Because if you have discipline for like 5 minutes or 5 hours or 5 days, that's not going to take you anywhere. Okay. Because discipline by definition means that it has to carry forward in time. When you do something continuously, repetitively, over time, long periods of time, long period of time, okay, then only it gives result. Then only it gives
result.
fruit. Okay. So whatever you have to do, you can't carry on, okay, for only little time and think that you're doing discipline. And discipline is a continuous thing. Like for example, if you have left anything, for example, and so if you leave it, but you leave it for 1 week, and then you come back to it again, then you're not really left it. So the whole concept of tapasya in Vedic and penance, the same term in English, is all about continuity. Okay. You have to be continuous. Okay. So the more continuous you are, then only you are doing tapasya. So if you're focused, you are doing the basics, you're doing centering, for example. If you do centering, like say 1 hour a day, then that's not of any use, because when you are speaking every time, you should be centered all the time. So it's a full every day, all day thing. So like for example, speech, if you are doing grounding, you have to do it every day. Okay. Everything has to be done every day, and some things have to be done all the time, like centering has to be done all the time. Okay. So if that is continuity, okay, so beings who are really serious and sincere will have continuity, and time will not be able to change them. Okay. Because time is the ultimate tester. Okay. Time tests everything. Okay. In time, if a being can have a coherent thing, like a coherent wave through time, okay, then only they will achieve anything. And things like getting out of cycle of birth and death, okay, getting out of this matrix, that requires total continuity from right now till the end of your life, end of your human lifespan. The whole time you have to be continuous. It's not a matter of one day I'll do something, another day I won't. One day I'll do something, another. You have to be really serious and sincere for that. So all the things I've told and taught, like centering, basics, they have to be done continuously. Okay. And that discipline has to show in time. So from the whole concept of discipline, which is, as I told you, disciple, there cannot be no disciple without discipline. Okay. Comes the concept of continuity. So discipline stretch over period of time is continuity. And continuity is the definition of tapasya. If you go through all the Vedic stories, like with the rishis, devtas, Parvati, no matter who, they did tapasya. They did it continuously.
For many,
Even
many years.
even the demons, the danavs, did it continuously. Okay, like they did not stop. Like no one who does tapasya takes any break. There are no breaks. This is not like a normal job. Like in job, your Saturday, Sunday break, right? Weekend, normal job. School, there is a break. Everything has break. Everything. But this is one thing which doesn't have any break. Okay. So that's why it's a more serious thing, and it requires more discipline because there are no breaks at all. Okay, so that kind of continuity will give you clarity, will give you your goal. If you have set up a high goal to evolve, to get past this plane, to not be born here again, if you have set yourself high goals like that, you need to have continuity in order to achieve them. So any kind of goal achievement requires that kind of continuity. And in Vedic times, it was very clear. And in all the Vedic stories, it's very clear that all beings who achieved had continuity and time could not change. Right now, what happens is people from day to day change. One day to the next, they cannot maintain. Then any period changes. In Jyotish, there any graha period changes. Then they change again.
Yes.
Everything changes them. So, like even small periods, like Pratyanta changes them. Then Antardashas change them. And then Mahadashas change completely. Okay, when the major period changes, complete change. Okay. But we can't have that. In tapasya, no matter what your period, you do the same thing. Okay. Because things like centering, grounding, repetition, they're not dependent on which graha you're running. You can run any graha, you can have any chart. You can do this from your own initiative anytime. You don't need help from a helpful graha for this. So the things which you have to do from your own body and the right things, you don't need any graha for that. You can do that anyway. And it is your discipline to keep that up no matter what is happening. Sometimes circumstances change, sometimes problems happen, sometimes things happen. But to keep your discipline and to keep doing the right thing is in your hands. Okay. It's not anyone else's hand. And if you're able to do that continuity, then only you can do tapasya. So whenever the word tapasya comes to anyone's mind, okay, anytime, the word continuity should come immediately along with it. It has to be continuous. They have to know tapasya means being continuous.
Continuous.
Okay. Otherwise, no tapasya. So tapasya is a Sanskrit term. Okay. But people do not understand what it is. And being continuous in a actions which I have told, like centering and repetition, mouth centering and things like that. It doesn't mean being continuous like if someone eats meat then they keep on eating meat. Okay. I'm not talking about that kind of continuous. Okay. I'm talking about continuity in proper right actions. And proper right actions will always be centered actions. Okay. And taking control of your own body and your own speech. Praise of higher and divine, mouth repetition. Okay. Grounding, centering, all these things which you have to do with your own body, you have to do every day. Okay. The more you do, more continuous you are with it, the more tapasya which will happen, and the more the chance that you will achieve your goal. Yeah. So this is the most important thing. So that's where discipline comes in, because sometimes you are feeling like it doing the thing, and sometimes you're not. Okay. But to do it when you're not feeling like it, that is discipline. Okay, which I discussed last time. Okay. So uh, discipline helps maintain continuity. What is discipline for? Discipline is for continuity. Okay, so this continuous thing, wave, like if you break a wave, like if you have a wave, it has to be continuous. Like if you break the wave, then it's not of much use. Then you have to build up again. So whenever you point is not to break the wave, and whenever you do something continuously, you generate momentum. In English, it's called
Moment.
momentum. Okay, it's like a car starts running, it just generates, train starts, it's momentum. So whenever you are generating momentum, it will help you carry on being continuous. But once you stop, then to restart it is more tough. So point is, once you start, you should keep on going, rolling. do not stop, because once you stop, to restart is again more tough. Okay, so like beings earlier, they knew how to build up momentum. Okay, like by doing the right thing, right practice all the time. It's not like right now, like yoga people, or 1 hour they just do posture and that's it. And that too they do wrong postures. They're not even about centering. So they think that's it. Meditation, which they don't know what they're saying. Meditation, they're not centering, but meditation only 1 hour. It's not like that. Or going to temple and putting something there and all of these things, they're not tapasya. Okay, tapasya is a continuous 24/7, 365, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, till the end of your life process. Okay, so beings have to understand that. Okay, nothing should be just done. Like, for example, if I'm speaking to you right now, I have to speak in this centered way, right? So once this call ends, or once this interview ends, I still have to keep my speech centered, like no matter whom I'm dealing with, or whom I'm talking with. It's not just for this time that I'll have to do this. Okay, it has to be for all the time. So the basic posture discipline, anything centering discipline, your speech discipline has to be all the time, not just for this. So that is what continuity is. Okay, are you understanding now? Like, is it clear? Like, yeah. Any question you can ask me right now.
Yes, and the word tapasya is like something like heat. Tap means heat also, right? Tapasya.
Yeah,
Tapasya.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, can you throw some light on it?
Okay, okay, okay. So, like, that all beings, like which are spirit beings, have spirit. Okay. So once you have spirit, which is charge, okay, like charge, then there'll be always heat associated with charge.
Yes.
With any charge, heat is associated. Like, like when charge comes through your electric charge comes through your heating panel, and then heat comes out, isn't it? Like you use in the winter,
Yes.
that kind of thing. Okay.
Yes.
Now, the thing is, heat is like what? Energy, right?
Yes.
Then you have to direct your energy. Okay. How do you direct your energy? In your actions. Okay. So, like when a body is that human body, the spirit is that, it becomes cold, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. It can't do any action anymore. It cannot do any action, right? So, heat is the thing which allows you to do
Right.
action. Okay. So, it is transmutation of heat, which is your spirit, your that thing, to into correct action. That's tapasya. Okay. Now, when you do tapasya, you will generate, your spirit will increase, right? Its power will increase.
Yes.
You understand? It'll increase. Now, when the power increases of that thing, then your heat will increase too. Okay.
Okay.
The charge will increase, heat will increase. Now, you will have to put all that heat into more right action, right? Your power is increasing. Now you're using more actions. You can do more action. So then you have to again do the right. So it keeps on building up. So that's how that's why this concept of tap is there. That means like your spirit is increasing, your heat is increasing, your ability to do action, your whole let's say power in this multiverse is increasing. Okay, what you can affect. Okay, like for example, sun has a certain amount of heat. Okay? It affects beings here, right? More beings. Okay, so like then it is called a soul. That's why sun is called soul, SOL, which is SOUL now. So when spirits reach the level of sun and beyond, then they can only call themselves soul. Okay, so that is a matter of, once you do more tapasya, your whole power to affect the creation increases. Okay, So you can say your heat increases. You can say your spirit increases. Okay. So that is what tapasya. That's why the tap word is there in it. Okay.
So beautiful. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So, do you have anything to add?
No, this is enough. Okay. People have to understand. If you want to achieve goal, and especially high goal, like evolution, okay, which is what we are here for. Like real human beings with spirits are here for evolving, right?
Yes.
There is no other purpose to life, okay, except evolving. And to break out of the prison, break out of the matrix, break out of cycle of birth and death, because there is pain and torture here. Okay. So to break out of that. So for that, you need consistency and continuity. Okay. So if anyone wants to really do it and they are serious about it, and when they listen to it, they'll understand that continuity is required. It is not a part-time job. It's not even a full-time job. It is more than a full-time job. Okay. It's all the time job. There is part-time job, there's full-time job, then there is all the time job. Okay. So this is all the time job. And those who take it in that way only will achieve that goal. You know. So I'm just being very clear about it, that no one should be under any illusion that just doing little bit here and there. Because a lot of people that I'll do little bit here, little bit there, and that should be enough. Okay. It's not like that. So whenever one starts doing something in this, one has to be continuous. You know, that's why a mantra repetition was there. You know, people used to take one praise and then just keep on repeating it 1,000 times, 10,000 times. Why? I mean, they're not gone mad. You know, they are doing it for a purpose to maintain continuity. Because if you do not repeat, you will not maintain continuity. So the whole concept of mantra and praise repetition, which is the concept of mantra, is the concept of continuity only.
Yes.
Okay. So now it's very clear. I mean, I think I made it very clear. Tapasya, mantra,
Yes.
all things. Yeah.
I had one curiosity, like mantras should be understood by the intellect. Yes, understood by the intellect,
Your own perception,
their own perception. Yes.
your intelligence,
Yes.
which is sum total of your intellect, mind, subconscious, conscious. So like your consciousness, sum total. Like
Yes. So when Valmiki Narada had given Valmiki the mantra, right, which
yeah,
was not even Ram, he told it to say it opposite, like Mara Mara,
yeah.
and but that was not even a understandable word, but that is still produced results. So how was?
Uh, I mean, the first thing is because in the beginning he found that his consciousness was so low
Yes.
that he could not understand anything.
Yes.
His being cannot understand anything. Okay, so when you have a kid at school, okay, like what do you teach them? Ka, ka, right?
Yes.
You say ka, say ka. Okay, like that's it. So you learn ka. You learn to say something at least. Okay. So when he gave them like Mara, that thing, he was just giving him a sound. Okay. Just like you give to children a sound. Ka. They couldn't have given him ka also.
Yeah.
Okay. But point is that even that, repeating that, would have given that person a sense of
Continue.
continuity and repetition. Okay. After that, if he gets his conscience to some point, little bit, then he will start repeating the first sentence he comes to know. He'll still have to make a sentence. Even a child, when he starts with kaka gaga, at some point he learn how to make a sentence. So at some point they will make a sentence. Okay. And at some point they will have to do that. Okay. So that happened. So he made one sentence, then he repeated that sentence, then he got another sentence, then he repeated that sentence. And that's how Ramayana came.
Yes.
Okay, which is many sentences, right?
Yes.
Okay. But you have to start somewhere. And some people have to start like kaka gaga. Like there's no problem to start. You know, there. So yeah. So I mean, from any alphabet you can take any two that things.
Yes.
And and start like, so rishis can do that to beings, give them something based on their level to repeat, you know. So after that, consciousness will come. Whenever consciousness reaches any point, they will have to repeat sentence, the praise repetition. And that's what happened with Valmiki in the end. I mean, it reached that point. Okay.
And the bees mantras, bees akshars are also for same purpose.
Yeah, same purpose. Yeah.
That nakshatra, different akshars are.
Yeah. They all just finally they are. If you do some repetition, it gives you a sense of repetition and continuity. Okay. And but the thing is that once you do that and you don't go to the next level where you do the praise, then there's no use. You'll always have to go to that level. Second, nobody can keep on learning all their life. Okay. Some point they will have to connect, make words, afterwards make sentence. Okay. So, and after that, words do that. Okay. Once they make a sentence, then to make a whole epic like Ramayana or with different Puran and stuff, that is like more level. So point is to keep on increasing the level, and that level will not increase unless you do repetition. Okay.
Okay, it was so kind of you to come here again.
Yes. I think it was nice. It was good. Like people would definitely, those who are serious will definitely benefit from this. And the birds gave a whole starting. It was very nice.
Yes,
It
they
was,
are still also here also. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But they were at least quiet for the things to listen. Like,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
yes.
Oh, okay, Madan. So I'll see you again with some other things whenever you have that thing,
Okay.
some other query. And, and it's good to speak to Himalaya straight. So the voice coming there and, it creates a good vibration. So, yes, yes. Okay, Madan, you can close